What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the trade I took to get a payout. I was able to get this payout within 3 days. Per usual, here's proof. Before I go to the account, I do want to show that this is a consistency account, because on regular accounts you cannot get payouts within 3 days. You need a minimum trading days of 5 over 200. So you can see that this is a consistency account. Now let me go to the actual account itself. And I was able to get this payout fairly quickly, I'd like to say. I haven't had a losing day within 6 days, because it took me 3 days to pass the combine and 3 days to get the payout. So I haven't lost in 3 days. Here's the order number and order ID and price and whatever. Just proof, honestly. 100% win rate. I'm usually sitting around like an 80% win rate, but this month's been starting off pretty good for me, I'd say, with the way things have been playing out. But this was the trade I was able to take today. It is a negative RR, and I'll get into why that is later on in the video. But I'm glad I was able to take this trade, because I figured we're going to be kind of choppy during market open, because I honestly wanted to take some longs, but I just didn't get the, my model didn't present itself for I mean, I want to take some shorts, but my model didn't present itself for shorts. But it is what it is. But coming in today, my bias was originally short. Why, you may ask? Because if you head over to the 15-minute, you can see right here, consolidation, pretty bad consolidation. We spike up, we sweep New York AM's high, we sweep this high, some very high buy side liquidity. So I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully we can come up and just retrace back again, but that wasn't the case. We came down, we filled this imbalance, 15-minute imbalance, and during market open, we kind of dumped and swept out this low. So I'm like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna have to take a long. It is what it is. I'm like, there's a very high chance we can chop, so I'm gonna have to enter with 2 contracts, and it is a consistency account. So like I said, I'm targeting, like I said in a few videos back, I target 800 on these kind of accounts. So I'm targeting 800, which is just 20 points. But the thing is, I have to put my stop loss here, because any other low, I would have got stopped out. Honestly, I thought I was gonna get stopped out right here. I literally closed my eyes. I was like this, because I actually thought I was gonna get stopped out. Like, I actually thought I was gonna fucking vomit, bruh, because I'm just so close to getting that payout, 1 day away. This is my 5th payout, so it's not like I haven't gotten a payout before, but I have my account locked out, so 1 trade per day, I would have probably been pissed off, but that's why I have my account locked like that. Yeah, but I did take this trade. Like I said, I took this trade. We swept some sell side liquidity right here. Well, I didn't actually say we swept this sell side liquidity at the time. It was a relative low, and I got my long entry right here. Took this trade. Like I said, just targeting 800. I'm actually glad I took this right here, because if I would have used 1 contract, I would have got edged. Because 800 on 1 contract is 40 points. So I would have got edged, and then I would have got stopped out, and then I would have really been seeing demons. But yeah, bro, today was pretty decent day, I'd like to say. I know whoever had their stop loss right here is like fucking livid, bro, because there is no reason that market had to come down here and wick this shit and then just continue up. That's why I kind of say like April and March, I had to do a lot of back testing and a lot of developing in my strategy, because price action is just not performing well recently. So it's been taking people a lot to actually even take decent trades. I know I'm different. Well, I'm the emperor, so it's not really too hard for me. But for other people, I know they'd be probably struggling and shit. But I'm gonna go through what was going through my head. What was going through my head before, during, and after I took this trade, like I usually like to. It says, okay, today on the 15-minute is long, but Asia and London both had a lot of consolidation. I thought for sure market open was going to come in and sweep that high value buy sell liquidity, and I would have been taking shorts But right now, I'm gonna wait and see what happens before I pick a bias. Okay, we swept sell side liquidity, and it looks like we have a good chance of sweeping high value sell side liquidity. So I'm gonna look for a long entry to take longs. Yes, my TP got hit. My payout. My TP got hit to get my payout. I took this trade because we swept sell side liquidity, and right after that formed my long entry. I did go a little size heavy and use two cons, but it's okay. I'd say today was above average because I was risking more than I made, basically. I was risking more than I made, risking basically 1,000 to make 800, but it's okay. I haven't had a losing day in 6 days, and I've only been taking one trade except one day on my combine. But nice, one step closer to my goal. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad I used two cons, and I said I'm glad I used two cons because it just completely dumped. It didn't even sweep a high really. It just dumped off that. I don't know, dude. It's just weird, and there wasn't even any news today either, so I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I like to say, if you can't explain why you did something, then why are you doing it? If you can't explain why you took your trades, then why are you taking them? And that's really the main reason why a lot of people don't know why they're losing, and a lot of people are struggling within trading, is because either one, they don't know why they're doing things, or two, is they're completely overcomplicating things. Like, let's just say, for example, I'm just overanalyzing and I say, oh wait, this can be short, and I cause myself to close it early, and it runs right to my TP. When in reality, I enter that trade for a reason, and I know why I enter that trade. And that's really why I just like to stick to one trade per day, because in my mind, well, for me at least, knowing that I can just take another trade and take another trade and take another trade just overly just fucked my psychology, and that's how I was just blowing accounts and blowing combines, passing combines and blowing my XFAs. And just taking one trade just causes me just to go all in on that one trade and just fully trust my strategy rather than just say, okay, if I get stopped out, I can just take this trade. If my TP gets hit, I can just risk this a little bit more, and it's just overall for me, it just wasn't working out. But I think I am gonna go back a little bit to the trades that I did take my previous days. So let's go back to those because those are some pretty good trades too. Let me actually clear my chart. If you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments. I am a small YouTuber, so it's not like I'm not gonna reply to your comments. If you guys have any questions, at least. So this day, I'm pretty sure I took a long as well. Could be wrong though. Yeah, I took this long. I thought I was gonna get stopped out right here, but I didn't. So I took this long pretty much for the same reason why I took that short. Targeting 40 points. Same reason why I took that short yesterday. Same reason why I took that long today. We swept this for my long entry and it just played out. Same exact reasons, same exact model. Works pretty much every time for me. I've back tested this so many times. And I'm pretty sure this day. Here's proof again, just for people who just ask for it. I don't know. You can see yesterday. And before I even go to that one, you can see this too. That was a short. So gonna go to this day. And another thing that helped me too was just in trading. There's a lot of models, but in reality, their majority of them are the same. They just have different names. Find something that works for you and make it something different. You know what I mean? Like, find something that works for you and just make it different. Make your own name, make your own twist, whatever. Not only are you opening more doors for yourself to have that model be sold off, if that's something you want to do, but you're also just being for me, it's just being like a leader, I don't really have anyone to look up to in a trading space but myself. So, and then I took this short. Yeah, I took this short right here. Same thing. We got a liquidity sweep, my entry, targeting 40 points, which is 800. Easy as it gets. 40 points is literally not shit. And there's gonna be some people saying, why don't you target more? It's just because, just keep it simple. I don't need to target anymore. 800 is enough for me. For some people, it's not, but for me, it is. For right now, at least, because that 800 adds up, and so do the payouts too. Like, this payout is gonna be 1,200. The next payout is gonna be 1,800. Next one's gonna be like 2,000 something. And then if I get moved to live, I get moved to live. But I really don't want to get moved to live. I just want to keep getting payouts and stuff. But like I said, you guys have any questions, just please leave it in the comments. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna request a payout later today. So my account's not really gonna have much in it. It's only gonna have like 1,200 in it. So tomorrow I'm gonna be trying not to risk anything. And tomorrow I'm pretty sure we have news too. Tomorrow. So there's pretty much no news tomorrow. So yeah, there could be a choppy day. So I'm not sure even if I'm gonna trade tomorrow. If I do, I'm probably not gonna risk like literally anything. Or just wait for some retracement or something like that. But yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody, I hope you guys have some good days. I hope you guys get some payouts and stuff like that. And that's the end. Emperor out.